Is that better?
Back to reality.
That was really action. Hi!
Welcome, everybody out there, to Divorce Devil, episode 138.
What?
138. We are jamming. David and Rachel talking about divorce recovery. Recovering from divorce. That's our specialty. We're not professionals. We just been through a lot of shit.
We just play them on TV.
Yep, play them on TV. So if you're hurting through your divorce recovery or even your divorce, listen to our podcast.
Yeah.
You know, maybe we have some stuff to help you out.
And
maybe
funny,
not. And we're funny as shit.
Hear David singing. And,
Yes.
You know.
Yes.
We are just.
I think we're alone now.
It doesn't seem to be anyone around. Oh, that's sad.
All right.
Let's not make our listeners sad right away. Let's not start that way.
Today we're talking about realistic expectations. Last week we talked about unrealistic expectations, which is my favorite.
Yes.
Because people have lots of unrealistic expectations in life, in divorce, in school, in church, everywhere.
Yeah.
They're everywhere.
You want that instant feel good.
Yep.
I had a problem. It needs to go away.
Get over it. Oh, wow. What a concept. Oh, my God.
Wait.
Oh.
Are you talking about before the mics were on?
Yes, before the mics were on.
David, fuck off.
So, thank you. So, our first realistic expectation is it's a process.
Yeah.
It doesn't go, like you just said, it doesn't go snap.
Yeah. And I think, too, going through a divorce, there are steps of getting divorced, but they are not the same. Yours and mine, that I could have the same, even with my ex-spouse, it wasn't the same experience. He was going through his thing, I'm going through my thing, even though we were going through the exact process of it together, right?
Which makes it kind of a hard play to make a playbook, man.
Yeah, there's not really a guide that says, okay, step one, let's do this. And I think when you're hurt or you're being hurt, you just want the pain to go away. So you're like, oh, I'm going to go sign. When I sign the papers and it's over, I have no more emotion. I have no more nothing. Everything's done. That's it.
Newsflash.
Yeah.
Wake up.
Yeah. There's a lot of steps in between. And you can plan for the party all day, but shit's going to go wrong.
Yep.
Someone's going to drop the cake. Someone's going to do the thing. You know.
Someone's going to spike the punch.
Oh, jungle juice for all. Don't eat the fruit.
And it's usually the gay uncle.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, we all need one of them.
I got one. Well, no, my kids have one.
Oh, well, cool.
Yeah, you meet him.
Yay! Oh, David's getting married in a month.
See, we were having a good time.
David.
Yes.
Are you upset about the process? Or Are
we talking about divorce recovery?
I'm just saying. We sidetracked. So that's another reason to listen to this podcast. We sidetracked.
God.
Like, there's a Furby on the shelf in the back here. And I'm thinking, like, at any moment, that thing's going to come alive.
Yeah. And kill everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just...
Back to divorce recovery.
Oh, by the way, did you know there's aliens that are... the government has said there's aliens. They're real, you know. Okay.
Seriously?
What? Yeah.
Wow. Back to divorce recovery.
Oh, hi.
Realistic expectations.
Yeah.
So number 2, ups and downs are normal. That's part of the process.
Yeah.
You're going to have good days, you're going to have bad days. Every day won't be a good day. Every day won't be a bad day. And it's not linear. Ooh, that's the word. Linear.
Word, yeah.
It is not linear. It doesn't keep going up and up like the stock market.
Yeah.
Damn. Stock market divorce recovery.
Yeah.
Bam.
Look at all these things we can talk about.
Stock market
relate life to
divorce
most things.
recovery. Yeah.
I mean, and you also have to remember too, like, every step you take forward in your divorce, something's been lost. Something's been different. Something's changed. So, like, okay, I have to move out of the house. I'm getting a new house, but I lost my old house. It was the home where we were together as a family, blah, blah, blah. I have to get a new car because I lost it in a divorce. Or I have to do whatever it is, you know. How do you split up the pet? You either get a new pet.
You cut the pet dog in half.
Exactly. So
kind of like magic.
So you either get half a pet, or you either get a new pet, or you get the old pet. But someone's lost the pet, right? So there's a lot of things. Even when you're going forward.
I got the dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got one of the dogs.
Oh.
Thankfully, we had 2. So,
do they get play dates?
No, but I get to see the other dog when I drop with someone else sometimes. So
they don't play dates. There's a visitation.
Nah.
What kind of shit is that?
It sucks.
So the dogs suffer.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. All right.
People, think about the dogs.
Yeah.
What's the dog agreement? Like, the dog just lost his
fish
sibling.
agreement, dog agreement.
Yeah,
yes.
right, whatever. So, so for every step forward or every step back, you're like, geez, I can't do that again. But eventually you get through it and it's easier. And then there's less downs. There's occasional downs. Yep. And as you get further out of it, it's like, oh, I should be sobbing because last year I was sobbing at Christmas, or this year I'm going to sob less, or if you have...
Or now I'm just going to sniffle.
Yeah. So, it even though there's ups and downs, it will get better. And there'll be... I remember if someone asked me how I was and I was having a minute, I'd just cry. And then it was like, please don't ask me like today.
Did you ever get cried out? Like you had no more tears?
Yeah. Well, I got cried out because I got the puffy eyes and couldn't see anymore. And my body, I didn't,
Like you got no more liquid.
You're done.
Yeah, you're done.
I think you have to get there though too. You got to get to the down deep low bottom to pull yourself up.
I think if it gets really bad, you can put KY jelly in your eyes. It's...
David, not everybody has that readily available. I mean, what you do in your private...
And you want to be sure to wipe off the top. But you don't want to transfer any cooties.
I swear
to your
it's
eyes.
just KY jelly.
We'll have to check that. Can you put KY jelly in your eyes?
People, we do not recommend doing that.
Is it a eye substitute?
It's a lubricant for some things.
Lubricant, like eye lubricant, or even like dry mouth lubricant.
What if you get like the enhancing one? This is like enhancing your like... I swear I just put it on my eyes.
Oh, yeah. My eyes are swollen.
Sorry, wrong jelly.
Yeah. Smuckers.
Does it have flavor?
Yes.
What is happening?
I think I'm sucking on toast.
Why is there seeds?
Gotta get the jam. No seeds.
I'm thinking like toe jam. Man.
No, toe jam is kind of like
David!
like feathers.
Stop.
Feathers. Yeah.
What are you talking about? Oh, from your socks, maybe?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Let's stop talking about feet. I'm not no.
Okay, number 3. Everyone's timeline is different.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, even when I started the podcast here with you, I thought it was doing great.
Until you hit certain subjects.
Until I got to there's a lot of things because we were doing the podcast that when a topic came up, I didn't know how I felt until I was on air. Mm-hmm. And I could prepare it. And then when I start talking about it, you get that little lump. You're like, oh shit. Well, what I really think is this. And I don't think unless you are journaling, verbalizing, venting, talking to a therapist, you ever really feel all the feels. Again, we have topics we talk about, but I don't know how I felt about leaving the other dog behind until I see him. And I'm like, I have to leave my dog behind. And again, there's so many things that you think about going through divorce. And then when you're put in your face to talk as a topic, it's like, I think it was the best therapy for me because I am a talker, as you see.
How do you pick which dog to take?
Well, I didn't take any dogs at first because I was moving into someone else's house. And so my ex tried to get a home for our other dog, who's Rosie, who I have now. And twice he tried to get rid of her and she didn't get along with small dogs, which is crazy because we have a small dog and they're like best friends.
But it's you though. But you're there.
And so Len's like, just bring her here. She'll be fine. And she's fine.
See, it worked out.
She's just a big, hairy giant, but so is he.
Dove guy's okay. Hey, Dove's okay with me. Yes, Dove guy okay.
But yeah, and I think too, there's some people I know that have been divorced 5, 6, 7, 10 years, and they are not over it because they were left or someone cheated on them or they were left with everything or abandoned. And so, but you're over the divorce part. You're just, now you're getting into a new marriage, and that's probably bringing up a lot of things that...
No, not really. No, not really.
Well, he's an anomaly over here.
I'm just chilling.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yep. That's me.
It's a different circumstance, different person, different atmosphere, totally different relationship. And again, 2 people who love each other very much.
I've trained this one, or been trained. One of the
Valerie, don't worry, I'll kick him for you.
Yeah, been trained.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
But yeah, you can't expect if you're going through a divorce and another friend is going through a divorce, their timelines are not the same. Depending on if you have kids or dogs, properties, whatever things. Some people's divorces take 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, or longer, depending on your...
And that forgiveness timeline is really long for some people.
Yeah. Fuck off. Fuck off. And it's not even necessarily forgiving my spouse of anything. It's just the scenarios that I allowed. I think that's where my forgiveness comes in. Like, I allowed people to treat me shitty.
Because but now you have better boundaries.
Oh, gosh, yeah. Yep. Now I'm like,
almost better.
Well, fuck off,
yes,
David.
Yes.
Shut up.
Almost better.
We're gonna dismiss that one.
Number 4.
Yeah.
What is it?
Emotions will vary. You may experience a whole wide range of emotions from relief to sadness to anger to fear. You could do that in like a minute. That happens in a minute sometimes when you're first in it.
Kind of like the weather in Colorado Springs.
Oh, my hell.
Snow, hail, rain.
Jesus. It's 95, then it's 70, then it's 98. Then I'm like, there's a monsoon, tornado, lightning, hurricane force winds. What?
All you people in a part of the country where you're sweating, it is crazy here in Colorado.
What's this humidity thing? I never felt that.
Because it's so rainy.
Gosh, it's crazy. Yeah. And the clouds are like, oh my gosh, they're just dark.
So you get divorce recovery and a weather report.
Yeah.
Yes.
You could be if anybody wants to come to Colorado and be a weather person, you can have your job forever because you could say aliens are going to fall out of the sky and will happen.
But you know what they say?
Not. But
you know what they say?
What?
The darker the cloud, you never go back.
What the hell? What happened here?
Okay, number where are we at?
We're
5.
at emotions. Like, so you can feel all 4 is the emotions. You can feel all the feels in a minute. You can have a great day. You can have an awesome day. You can have a bad day. All the things. Something comes into you for the divorce or about the divorce or someone doesn't know and you have to tell them or whatever. All the emotions. Don't expect not to have all the emotions and just ride the wave of those. Like, sometimes you just gotta laugh.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes just
at the most inopportune moment.
Yeah, because then people just think you're crazy.
Yeah,
and then
think you're crazy.
When
she's
you
laughing.
laugh,
She's be
it's
crying.
even better because they're like, "Is she crying or laughing?" I'm like, "Both."
They don't know.
Yeah. Oh, this is my favorite.
What?
Self-care.
Oh yeah.
Number 5.
Self-care is like the number one thing you got to do.
Yeah.
I think when you get divorced and you're doing divorce recovery,
I think
take care of yourself.
Divorce survival 101 is self-preservation.
Yep.
And at all costs. I mean, of course, don't neglect your children. Don't cut the cat in half so you can give part to
Don't kill anybody.
Yeah. Don't hurt anybody.
Unless you get away with it.
Dude, I've been watching too many murder mystery things. Criminals, cases.
What's the one? Snap! The one where the women kill the men.
Oh yeah.
Man, you guys
I've never seen that one ever. I never watched it or took notes.
You've never seen the one lady who gave 2 husbands antifreeze. Oh, you never saw that one. Oh yeah. Inside's just shut down.
Damn.
Oh yeah, that's why they put the bittering agent in there.
Maybe he was cold, and she's just like, "Fine, I'm gonna antifreeze you so you warm up." I don't know, but yeah. Self-care doesn't just mean like going to get a massage. I mean that's part of it, but it's also working on your shit. Yep. Like, there's a reason you're getting divorced, and it may not be your fault, but a marriage is 2 people, and somewhere you either disconnected, stop
own your
communicating.
part into it.
And again, it doesn't mean you caused divorce. That means that how am I going to do better to make myself better now that I'm getting divorced or divorced?
Correct.
Right? Because we want to ascend to be the most amazing human ever and then, just be the ruler of everything. So that's my goal.
Wow.
I'm ascending.
Number 6, support is crucial. You got it.
Yeah, definitely have a wire bra because if you got other shit, like all the ladies, as you get older ladies too, those ladies start to fear and all the different.
We're not talking about that support.
Okay.
So support is crucial. Therapy, friends,
journal,
the correct friends. Oh, yeah, you can't have friends bring you down.
I think too. It's so funny how the trash takes itself out. I love that saying.
But sometimes it doesn't. But you gotta help it sometimes.
As the trash is leaving, you're making parking spaces for the new You're welcome. I know.
Who are you right now?
I amaze you every day. You're making space for people that do care and show you how to care. And I have a lot of friends that are like not very like, supportive. I'm very like huggy and lovey, and I want to tell you how great you are. And they're like, yeah, don't touch me.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
cool.
whatever. Yeah.
I'm great. But bring me a protein shake because I'm eating in a couple days.
But there's a place for those people that aren't huggy. Every now and then you need that.
You need them going, what are you doing? Like, what? Yeah. Wait, stop. First of all, we're not going to do that. This is what we're going to do.
Everybody has a role.
Yeah. Yep. And the people that you expect to be there aren't always there because they don't know how to deal with you in a different personality. Yep. Because I'm always like the bubbly, happy, trying to make everybody else. I'm the caregiver.
But when you change, they're like, ooh.
I needed support or I needed someone to just listen or care for me in this time.
Them
people
bitches
were like,
weren't around.
I don't know how to do that.
Yeah.
You're supposed to support my emotional distress, but I don't know how to support yours.
Then you have to create boundaries and put those people in a category.
Yeah, you're going to say, I don't want advice from you. So I think to a lot of the people that are still in my life, like friend groups and stuff like that, I know at any time we can talk for a month. I can call them up or I can text them or whatever. And they'll be like, what? What do you need? Okay, yes.
Just end up where you left off.
Yeah. And those are the best kind of friends too, where you're like, hey, I didn't finish telling you my story 3 weeks ago, so you had to go and I forgot. But hey, did you hear this? Or those are the kinds of friends that, and I guess too, like I realized how many of my friends I was their support and didn't realize it. And when I wasn't available, they were angry at me. That I couldn't solve their
That's selfish, man. That is so selfish.
There's a lot of people that are like, well, I have this and that, and da-da-da-da-da, and I'm like...
I don't have time for you.
And then never ask me, like, how I'm doing, because I'm supposed to be the strong girl. I've been through a lot of shit. I'm the healthcare provider.
But that's your fault, because you had
No, it really was. And then when I started setting boundaries on it, I was the asshole.
Yeah, that's like, okay.
You're not there for me. You don't talk to me, and you're very selfish. I'm like, I'm selfish? And I had to actually start being selfish and going, I can't do that today.
Everybody can't be a friend.
And I love the new,
get rid of some friends.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You know, it's kind of like...
Especially when you get married, you want less friends because it's expensive to invite people there.
You know how you...
friends to invite into your...
Now, you know how you clean up your Facebook friends?
Yeah.
You need to clean up your real friends. You need to take out that trash.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. That's fun though. I like cleaning up my Facebook friends. I was like, no.
And they say, I thought we were friends.
Did you see that shirt they wore? Nah.
No.
Did you see that? Like,
damn.
What was I thinking?
I hate the way she wears her mascara. Number 7,
I'm not that petty.
Growth and learning. Learn from your mistakes.
I'm growing and learning. I'm not that petty.
Well, you are that petty, but
I am. But
different story. Yeah, growth and learning. This is a time of personal growth and self-discovery. Self-discovery is huge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I say too, like at the end of my marriage, like when I was really journaling and I went back finally to be like, I want to do something with journaling for other women, men, whatever, where it's more or less like, here's a cue. How are you feeling? And if you're feeling this way, go to this chapter going, hey, this is how you can get through some grief and this is how you can get through
like a flow chart.
Yeah, like one of those books, pick the ending and turn to page 75. So if you're feeling more grief today after you've read some cues, go here and read this passage. If you're feeling happy after you've worked on some of them, go to page whatever. So I'm trying to work on something that's like that, but putting it all together and making each thing go
kind of like the Iowa Basics score test.
So
for you old people out there.
But it's like an algorithm to get you to what you need for that day during your journaling. Because like sometimes you wake up and you're just like, I'm hormonal, I'm tired, I gotta go to fucking work today, I'm gonna deal with people's shit. But I feel okay. Well, the next day could be the same thing and I'm just like drained, tired, got a headache. So when I'm journaling, I may have a different take on similar things, and that might help me with my day. Or even at the end of the day, when you've had some stuff happening, like, why am I irritated? Why did I let someone else create this for me in my day? And how can I change? Or how can I read through and be like, you know what? Today I'm going to do this. I'm going to go for a walk or whatever. So I think what happens is you really need to learn what your what your makeup is. Because again, like I was saying, at the end of my marriage, I was picking fights to see if he still cared. And then it was like, I stopped because I didn't care. And then it was, well, we're going through divorce. If you care about me at all, do blah, 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 blah. Well, you just sent me this mean text, so now I'm going to get
it goes back and forth, back and forth, bam, bam, bam.
That was me being vindictive, right? Petty and all that stuff. Yep. So I think, a lot of mine was like, I don't fight. I hate fighting. My parents fought all the time as a kid, and then like physically altercations, things thrown, all this stuff. And the sound, like when someone raises their voice, it kind of just gives me like a pain. So now I'm like, I created that. I created that in my marriage where it's like, I'm just going to yell because you're going to listen and blah, blah, blah. And he was the same way. He's going to punch a wall. He's going to do this. Not like...
But you learned.
So learning
number 7, you learned from it.
Learning how to communicate the shit out of things so there doesn't come a time where I have to be like, oh, well, I made him mad. Like, that was me or that was mine. And like I said, Lance and I have never had a fight. We have times where he'll say something like, I don't agree, but I'm not angry that he doesn't have my opinion.
Yeah, it's not a big
Where,
fight.
like, when you're married, it's, well, why don't you want to go? We go with your friends everywhere. Why don't you? And it was
like status quo.
Again, if he wants to go out with friends, go. I don't want to go. That's okay. If I want to go, that's okay too. So there's a lot of things that you have to take ownership of to learn and grow, because you can't grow if you don't ever think you're the problem.
Number 8, legal and financial adjustments. We're not professionals, but we've been through it. Definitely reach out to your lawyer. You can survive
on $27.
Yeah. Reach out to your lawyer and or CPA and get that going. But your life's going to change.
Yeah.
Unless you're rich
and going to get rich.
Unless you've got a lot of money.
Equally have much money on both ends.
Yeah.
Like you both have money, right? Yeah. Just because you're married doesn't necessarily like that you're going to keep that thing, because if your spouse makes more money than you and now he has to pay you, he's still making his money enough to also pay you, but still living that high lifestyle if you didn't work. But if you also worked, now there's a means where they're trying to get you closer together. That doesn't mean you're going to be as rich as you were. You don't have that double income.
There's going to be a little bit of adjustment.
And I think that's where a lot of times child support and all this other stuff, I was like, I don't want his money, but I need it because I got $27 in the bank, COVID hit, all these things that were coming into play, like, you're making the same amount of money you did. I lost my job because of COVID. Yep. So you were able to maintain a salary where, again, I wasn't.
One of my favorite stories from a friend.
Yeah.
His future ex he worked 4 days a week.
Yeah.
And she petitioned the judge to make him work another day a week so she get more alimony. Serious story.
Shut up. Did he have to do that?
Serious. My friend.
Did he have to do that?
No, the judge did not agree.
But is she capable of working?
I'm not going to go into the specifics for my friend.
You don't want to out your friend.
Yes, okay. I don't want to out my friend. Darn it. Yes. Is that crazy or what?
No, I've heard some crazy shit.
Oh, yeah. When you deal with finances and legal stuff, it gets crazy. And I think expect it to get crazy. Don't be surprised if it gets crazy.
Oh, yeah, no. Yeah. There is a legal aspect. You're like, wait, what? I should be making this. I'm the mom. I'm the person. I stay home. I didn't go to school because I took care of the kids because I got pregnant when I was 18. Or there's a lot of things that go into what you think you're worth, but what you're actually going to get usually isn't what your lifestyle glamour is going to, unless you're like.
And prepare for things not to be fair.
Oh, yeah. Be prepared to talk to every fucking creditor, to talk to every credit card, every bank going, hey, I'm getting divorced. I need you to help me out. Can you lower my interest rate? Can you do this?
Reach out to everybody.
I've never missed a payment, blah, blah, blah. What can I do? Is there any help for a single mom? Don't think you're too good to get help if you need it. Exactly.
Grovel like a mother.
Go on dates to get fed. Yeah. I'm just saying.
There you go.
Cereal dates, whatever you want.
If you want some Frosted Flakes, some
breakfast bagels, coffee, everything bagel.
Can we meet for breakfast? Can we meet for breakfast at the Snooze?
I starve start work at 9. Can we meet at 7:30? Because I really want like an omelet and oh wait, I didn't order my food.
And I need half hour to put my makeup on in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So don't.
Damn.
Yeah, just there are resources out there. There's a lot of things that can help you get through until there's that, because you don't get a check right away.
No.
A lot of people I know too, especially when I lived up in Larkspur, freezing of their assets. What the shit?
Yeah.
Like, you can't use your debit card.
Yep.
You can't take out cash, especially if your name's not like the primary thing of the card, or you're just a card holder.
Get ready for the craziness.
I was the wife and was a card holder and could not get money out. I'm like, wait, what?
Damn.
No, wait, what? My money pays some of these things
all right,
too.
let's get off the legal means. We'll be here all day.
Oh, yeah,
we are not legal people.
Yeah.
Yep.
Again,
but,
if you're
but we've been through
thinking
it.
about getting divorced, start stashing that money away, girls. Girls. You know your mom
guys, stash that money.
Girls. No. Girls, in the glove compartment, save for a rainy day. We got that hidden stash.
Yep.
Get yourself together. And you're not going to get your nails done and your eyebrows done and your Botox and your things, because that costs money. Because if your stuff is frozen, unless you got good lash skills, you ain't getting extensions.
It doesn't matter where your ass sets. Yuck.
Yeah. You ain't getting no Brazilian butt lift.
Let's get off that one, because beer all day. Number 9, starting over can be exciting.
Yeah.
It takes a while to figure that one out, though.
Yeah.
Because waking up by yourself in your own bed with no arguing. Yeah. None of that stuff. Going to bed, doing what you want to do.
Not having to ask someone if you can go do something.
Do you want to do this together?
Can I go to Target and spend $35?
Yeah.
Can I go to that?
Yeah.
I gotta go.
Oh, yeah.
What do you mean you went to the dollar store? I had to get a crayon.
Oh, you'd be in trouble now because it's $1.25.
Oh, shit.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck. I got half a crown.
Yep.
Crayon? Yeah. Well, how do you say it? Crayon? Yeah. I think, too, like, when you're, again, right when you're first started in a divorce, it's like, I'm not desirable. I'm not this. I'm not that. But you also have to go, okay, well, I have all the time in the world now to take care of me, because especially if your kids are half time with your spouse. So what are you going to do with those 3.5 days that you don't have them? You can work on yourself. You can journal. You can find a new hobby, do all these things, self-reflect. And I think those are the times when you are, I remember some of my most deep learning, deep conversations with myself or in my space were, now what? What do I do now? I can't say I don't have time to go for a walk. I don't have time to do this. I don't have the time to learn this. I don't have time to finish my work. I don't have time for that. Because I had the time. It's lonely. It's fucking lonely. And I think that's where serial dating comes in, where you're just like, I just don't want to be alone. I've been with someone for 26 years of my life. Every day saw them, unless they were away for business or whatever. And now I got nothing. I don't have my kids. I don't have my spouse. I don't have friends.
Especially when they're gone for that
Especially
week.
when friends pick a side. You're like, I can't even call the person that I called all the time for my shit.
Things change.
So I think that new relationship, or just the excitement of a first date, even if that's all it went, is a first date, or meeting friends out on a school night because you don't got your kid, was exciting. Going to dinner by yourself was
just getting
scary,
out of the house or getting out of the apartment. Yep.
But it was some of the best things. I'm like, I don't have to have anybody picking at my food. I can pick everything on the menu if I want. I want one wing. I'll have one wing and I'll take the rest home. Are you like, well, you're not going to eat that?
Do that.
So not having to ask anybody, or deciding who you get to go see. I'm going to a concert. I don't have my son this weekend. I'm going. Why? Because I want to.
Because I can.
Yeah. So new relationship, like new friendships too, because a lot of people that I know now didn't know me married.
Yep. They know you single.
Yeah, and so, or know me with Lance only, or whatever. I think a lot of things can be exciting. It's just that outlook that you have on
that
this
huge
is my
negative
new normal.
Outlook.
Yeah.
This is horrible. This is never going to work, but it will.
And if you put negative out there, you're going to get negative back.
So put positive out there.
Okay, today's not going to suck as bad, but yeah, it's one of those things.
And then your favorite, forgiveness takes time.
Giving no fucks takes no time. You can just say it and then you smile.
Also, giving no fucks takes time too.
Yeah.
Because it took you, 6 months, a year to give no fucks?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I kept saying I gave no fucks.
Yep.
But behind the mask was, I care so much. I can't believe you're that shitty that I can't stop caring. So you're almost pissed off at yourself that you keep caring.
That you keep caring.
And then you're like, fuck.
Yep.
I can care or not. It's still going to be the same bullshit. So why not make someone laugh when you go, I give no fucks?
Or maybe just forgive them and move on. And
fuck off. It's funny too.
We're going to be 3-4 years in this podcast and you're still giving fuck.
You know what it is too? I don't think I'm harboring any ill.
Yeah, but you want them to realize that they wronged you and they should apologize. No, that's never going to happen.
And it's not even that anymore. Because, I'm at a space now where, it doesn't affect me until it affects me. So, in a moment of something, I'd be like, what the fuck? You fucking apologize. And then after that, I'm like, okay, it doesn't matter.
No big deal.
So
So you're up and down.
Until David asked me to think about a topic, and I'm like, fuck.
Yeah.
So it's one of those where my day-to-day is not affected by that.
Only when we talk about it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or if my son comes home and he's like, I was sad and blah, 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 blah. And which hasn't happened in a long time. So it hasn't affected me. Now I have a friend who's newly going through it, and she's got 4 kids, and she's trying to figure out her way of the world and how to least affect the kids. And I go, affect them now.
Yeah. Get over with. Yeah. Don't try to hide it.
Yeah. And talk to them at their age level of what they can handle. Because you're the mom.
Yep.
You know them better than anybody else.
And kids are smarter, you think?
And again,
kids are fucking smart.
I thought my son was doing great, and then he had the whole stomach thing, and his anxiety, and it's stress, and it's all stuff. And we're 3 years out, so 4 years in it, 3 years out, and he still gets why can't mom and dad be together? He still cares about Lance and my ex's girlfriend, but it's almost like he's gonna have more years soon of us not being together.
Yep.
And so there's a lot of things that you can talk to your kids about, and I think the more you share and the more human they see you, they understand that whatever they're feeling, that mom and dad are also going through.
So once again, with realistic expectations, remember
your kids are going to be affected.
Everyone's experience with divorce recovery is different. There's no right or wrong way to navigate this process. Take it one day at a time. Be patient with yourself and seek help when you need it.
And just because you make a misstep in it doesn't mean that you've failed.
No.
It means that you got to pick yourself up.
That you're human.
And figure it out.
We survived. No, we're surviving.
I'm a survivor. An active survivor.
Yep.
Yeah. And you can only fight the good fight if you're willing to look in the mirror and see how far you've come and make new friends.
Make that change.
Make new friends, but keep the old one.
What are you talking about?
Gold. That's from the Girl Scouts.
Oh.
I've got something in my pocket that belongs across my face. I keep it very close to me in the most convenient place.
I'm sorry, folks.
I'm going to take it out and put it on.
I'm just going to apologize right now.
I messed up that part. But my little brownie.
Just going to apologize right now.
Smile.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
That was my singing.
Let's go ahead and close that out with Girl Scouts. Yeah, brownie Scouts. Yes. Damn.
Did you ever hear the brownie joke?
I'm not sure I want to hear it, but go ahead.
It's fun.
Okay.
It's probably inappropriate. Let me think.
let's
not say that one.
Let's not say that one. We'll be going to court. Yeah. All right, everybody, heal. Do your best.
A realistic expectation or unrealistic expectation, shit's gonna happen.
Yep.
It's how you deal with it. In general, in life, not just divorce, how you react to the situation is how quickly or
that's your
how
control.
Fast you're going to get through this process. And you don't get through it, you just live with it.
And we can do it because we're crazy.
Oh, yeah.
We are off the chain.
Because we give no fucks.
No, you give no fucks.
David's forgiven.
Yes, I've forgiven.
Has forgiven.
Yes, forgiven,
Yay,
yes.
David. You get a badge. Woo-hoo!
Yeah.
Add that to your stash.
I get a brownie point. Yuck, yuck, yuck.
Okay, folks, it's been fun. We are not allowed to do dad jokes on this podcast. It's supposed to be funny.
All right, everybody. Have a nice night. Bye-bye.
Love you. Bye.